Hi Libra, I hope that everybody's doing well. Before we get into this, I would like to set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. For some of you, there's definitely a sense of focusing on your mission, your calling, innate gifts that you feel you have, what you're meant to be doing. I'm looking at the Hierophant, I'm looking at the Ace of Cups. Some type of, maybe even contract that you're stepping into. This can be a spiritual contract that you're stepping into when it comes to your gifts. Some direction you feel guided within. For some of you, there's definitely a sense of learning about gifts that you have, things that you want to be exploring. I'm seeing something going on with a skill set here too. It's like understanding what gifts you have, what you want to be doing that's in alignment, what you feel you're guided to do. Understanding more about that, about the ways that you can utilize your gifts where you feel like it's fulfilling to you. Maybe also doing something community related as well. There's also a sense of bringing creativity into the mix of what you're doing. I saw 144 on the time. Definitely something guided when it comes to your path for sure. I'm also getting this notion of like using your gifts in different creative ways and exploring different creative avenues, Libra. I'm seeing Spirit be helping you for sure when it comes to your gifts. Maybe there's also something you're doing as well when it comes to self-love practices. It's like the more you're focusing on yourself and what you want to be doing, the more you're realizing that that also helps the collective too, and those around you. Something you want to be doing that affects other people, I'm getting. And this is about trusting yourself and believing in yourself. You may also feel like because of the gifts that you have, you also attract in some energies that may be coming through in like a low vibration, a low vibrational frequency. These can be energies that are attracted to you. It's like the higher your vibration is, sometimes we attract the opposite vibration coming in. And maybe this is something you've been experiencing too. Like if you're working with the collective in some type of way and you're sharing your gift and you're sharing love, you may also be recognizing that there's some people around that as much as you want to help them, they're not in the place yet to really digest the help that you can give. Although I am seeing them have some type of energetic connection. It's like maybe they also want to learn how you've stepped into a place of being empowered, but I don't know if like I don't know if they yet have the capacity to actually understand this, Libra. Like you may be vibrating at like on such a high level that they may have there may be like some type of inability at this point for these people to really digest what it is that you're doing. I'm hearing don't let that discourage you. Yeah, like something is going to be balancing out with these energies. I'm getting also that you're protected, Libra, too, because you're doing what you're meant to be doing. You're going to see this, like something really big is going to be balancing out for you. I'm seeing when it comes to your stability, your happiness, I'm seeing you. It's like regardless of the energies that are around you, I'm seeing you really be protective of your energy. Protecting, I'm hearing the sacred space that is your home. There may also be some type of contract that's ending with these energies too. Like you could have a type of frequency that you're recognizing that you've been attracting in, but I'm seeing that it's almost like a cord is going to be cut, or it's the end of some type of karmic contract that you've had with this person or these energies. For some of you, this can even be someone you're in a relationship with. I'm feeling an activation in the crown chakra, specifically on the left side. I'm feeling it on the top of my head. Making progress, establishing peace and harmony. I'm seeing there be a sense of anxiety. It's like there's something that you're ending because you want to bring something into harmony, but you may feel in your head about this ending, but I'm seeing you're making progress with this. Like, in the past, you could have had maybe a more difficult time setting boundaries, but I'm seeing this as something that you're like working with right now, Libra. I'm hearing something that you're getting better at. Yeah, it's like knowing when to move on. It's like when things become discordant, it's about understanding when it's time to move on versus when it's time to stick around and work something through. And when it goes beyond your ability, like when it's time to carry forward, like when there's nothing left for you to do. I'm hearing safely, Libra. So I'm seeing that there may be a sense of anxiety that you're working with. For some of you, it's not anxiety. It's more so like really feeling caught up in your head about moving on from a situation, from a cycle. I'm looking at Taurus. I'm hearing Virgo. I'm looking at the Sun, which is Leo, and I'm looking at Mars, which can represent Scorpio and Aries. But this can be a Taurus Mars. This can be Leo Mars. Can be someone you're interacting with. Taurus Sun. So I'm getting this notion where before you may have had a harder time moving away from certain cycles, but I'm seeing you step into a place where you feel more confident, like stepping into a place where I'm hearing mentorship, where you're guiding or being a mentor, really taking control. Knowing as well that it's your decision when you want to stay and maintain something versus when you want to step out of a space. And I'm seeing that this helps you gain even more confidence as well. I'm seeing this be a balance in the mix when it comes to your job. Like there may be something going on where there's some type of friction. Some type of friction between these energies. I'm getting this like even though this can be something outside of yourself, I'm seeing it also be something internally that's going on. It's like when you want to take control versus not wanting to be too like bossy, controlling, domineering. And it's like figuring that out and synthesizing that with the way that you're doing your job, feeling like you're doing your job properly. It's like getting these two aspects of yourself to gel together. So it's like taking control, being confident, being creative, and then also making the type of money you want to be making, also feeling proud of the position that you're stepping into when it comes to the ways that you're performing your job. And it's like knowing that you can have both of these energies, both of these masculine energies, and they can work together rather than feeling like they have to butt heads. And I'm seeing this be a whole internal process, Libra. Yeah, it's really interesting. It's like when you were in this place, you were here because this wasn't working out. It was like these aspects of yourself were not coming together, but because you're now getting them to converge, I'm seeing you now move into a place where you're making something happen that you wanted. It's like you can finally move out of that space now, which is ultimately what you wanted. I'm seeing you take the lead. I'm seeing you gain clarity as well. It's like maybe before you weren't really seeing yourself much as like a mentor or a guide. And it's like now you're seeing that you actually have I'm hearing qualifications to be doing this. Like, you feel confident about this position, about what you're doing, about how you're able to do it as well. Yeah, and it's like this inner conflict can finally be put to rest, I'm seeing. And I'm seeing you, like, really step into some type of job that you value when it comes to the role that you're playing. Interesting. I feel like these cards came out together in the last Libra reading that I did. It's Gemini and Scorpio. I'm seeing someone that, like, you may have needed to call out someone's behavior. Maybe your whole relationship with them has shifted. This could have been someone you were close with at one point in time, but I'm seeing you move away because the relationship got too chaotic. It's like something felt really stressful, and intuitively you knew that. Definitely a sense of feeling hurt by something that had happened. Something that you're working through, though. This may have also made you question your ability to be, like, you see the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is like, when we step into that energy, we feel like we're good at the job that we do. We feel, I'm hearing, reasonable, trustworthy, reliable, and like you really value the position. You really believe that you're good at what you're doing. You feel confident, all of those things, and you feel proud of it. And there could have been something that happened where someone had you doubting like your ability to step into this position, but I'm seeing something that we're healing now. It's like recognizing what you can do. And when you clear out the heart chakra, you see that what you're doing is very valuable, Libra. Yeah, I'm seeing you realize this. It's like little hermit here. The more you're looking within, the more you're recognizing who you are and what you can do. The more introspective you are, it's like the more you're realizing like how effective you are and that you're on the right path. It's almost like this notion of self-validating rather than needing to check in with other people. It's like going within and checking in with yourself and finding what you need in that place. I'm seeing somebody with really long fingers. They're like really long, slim fingers. It's just sticking out to me. Yeah, I'm seeing you go really, really deep into the psyche when you're looking within. I'm hearing it's something that you're trying to understand. It's like maybe even understanding some subconscious motivations. I'm also hearing something about insecurities as well. Yeah, there could have been something that was stressing you out, but you couldn't figure out what area of your life you were feeling stressed out by. This may have to do with interpersonal relationships. For some of you, this is family. For others of you, this is friends. Something that you were feeling stressed out with, but it was like subconsciously. You may not have been aware of this. But as you reflect more, specifically I'm getting for some this is a family member. As you reflect more, I'm seeing you realize something that you needed to understand. It was like where something was coming from, where some type of, I'm hearing thought or repeated phrase was coming from. Maybe something that had to do with the way you were perceiving yourself. I'm looking at Virgo, I'm looking at Pisces. It's like I'm seeing you go all the way down into some type of rabbit hole when it comes to you understanding your psyche here. And I'm seeing that while you're within that space, that introspective, meditative space, I'm seeing you come through and receive a message from your guides. I'm looking at double Neptune energy here. So you got a lot of Pisces that I'm looking at. Yeah, it was almost like something that had possibly been ingrained within you that was affecting you. Like this could have been something from like a parental figure or a guardian from when you were small. This can be something that happened during like a relationship, a friendship, something like that. Like maybe even a self-belief that you adopted from somebody, but it was something that was like inaccurately presented to you because it was being projected onto you. And I'm seeing you like go within and realize this. It's like you come out of that state of reflection like as the Hanged Man coming out right side up. So it's like something that you have an epiphany about, something that you realize because you've reflected. And it was like some type of false belief you had about yourself, something that was like actually holding you back. But I'm seeing you recognize this. This was for sure something that was hidden until you reflected, I'm getting. But in the end, I'm seeing you realize this. Like you come out enlightened after this experience that you have. Like some type of deep reflection that you did or that you're doing right now, Libra. All right, my friends, we are going to end the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.